with Derek Stark joining John Holt on the injured list, and that means the return at left back of young Derek Murray. Davy Dodds scored his second hat-trick of the season at Firhill on Wednesday night to take his tally for the season to 19, just 3 behind the club's top scorer Paul Sturrock, who's 22. Robin Ray, Billy McLaren and Willie Jimison drop out of the Hibs side, which lost 2-1 at Capello in midweek, and they're replaced by Jim MacArthur, Bobby Flavel and Derek Rodier. And Rodier will probably link up in attack with Hibs' top scorer, who is Gordon Ray, with 12 goals. There he is. He'll renew his tussles with Paul Hegarty and David Neary in the heart of the United defence as these teams face each other for the 7th time this season. So United start the match in front of a very healthy crowd here at Tannadice this afternoon. Conditions pretty near ideal, although the surface of the ground is very firm, making ball control a little bit more difficult than it has been in the mud. But breeze blowing down the field, which might make things a little bit more difficult for high balls into the box for the goalkeepers. So Milne carrying that out. Shadler's throw back to MacArthur, and these sides have met 6 times already this season. United have won 3 times. There have been 3 draws, so Hibs are very anxious to break their duck, although they're on a run of having lost 2 games in a row to Aberdeen and Morton. Whereas United have gone 5 games undefeated since they lost 2-1 at Pittodrie 4 weeks ago. Murray. Ray doing some back checking. Just couldn't quite keep it in. Bannon's throw, and Sturrock coming off his marker, who is again Ali Brazil. There's Bannon. And that almost surprising MacArthur at the near post. Well, the decision there is a goal kick. It looked as though MacArthur may have had a touch. Bannon linking well on the left with Sturrock, taking that return pass, going forward, the right foot shot, and MacArthur scrambling across towards his near post. McLeod through the middle. Ray is kicking, trying to find Snedden breaking on the right, and this is Derek Murray. McNamara's tackle, very decisive. It's still a bit ragged in midfield. It's a great pass from Hegarty. Here's Sturrock with a great chance, and one which he very seldom scorns, but on that occasion his accuracy was out. Now this was a great pass from Hegarty in midfield. He spotted the opening very quickly, played it into that inside right channel for Sturrock, and that's a chance that Sturrock normally takes. There's Neary. Cross from Bannon, turned behind by Shadler. Well, with Ralph Milne coming in behind him, Shadler was taking no chances. Ralph Milne. Goff getting up well, and just touched away from Dodds by Ali Brazil. So it's another corner kick to United. Beginning now to build up some pressure on the Hibs goal. Bannon's kick again, Goff going for it. There's Sturrock. Well, a fine effort from Paul Sturrock inside the 6-yard box, just couldn't keep the ball down. Now the corner kick from Bannon was won again by Goff. That must be causing some alarm in Hibs defence. Nodding it down for Sturrock to try that acrobatic effort, which went just over the top. Kirkwood's clearance picked up by Flavel, and Duncan still available on the left. Headed out this time by Goff. Good turn of speed from Snedden. McAlpine has come for it. He's in some trouble from Rodia. There's Duncan. And McAlpine eventually happy to drop in the ball. Well, again, a high cross causing trouble for the goalkeepers. McAlpine that time in trouble with Rodia challenging. And perhaps a shade lucky to retrieve that situation. That header a bit dangerous. Davy Dodds getting in. And the Hibs defence anything but decisive in that situation. The ball bobbing about in the air there. Neither Patterson nor McNamara could get it away, and eventually that attempted headed back pass intercepted by Dodds, but turned just wide of MacArthur's right hand post. Now there'll be a substitution, I think, before the goal kick is taken by Jim MacArthur. And the change being made is that Arthur Duncan is coming off limping, and the replacement is Stuart Turnbull. So Dodds turning it back. Bannon playing it forward. Sturrock as it's here in turning Brazil. This is Dodds trying to do it by himself. So Dodds cashing in on that dummy and turn from Sturrock, coming inside, using Billy Kirkwood inside as a decoy and trying to do it all by himself. Nearly laying that back to Gough. Rodia. Beautiful little flick from Kirkwood to Neri. Full clearance from McNamara. This is Kirkwood. Sturrock back into Kirkwood. And back off the post. Now the crossbar. And eventually Ali Brazil's blocked effort. Well now, how did that all stay out? Well, a great little build-up there between Kirkwood and Sturrock. Kirkwood's shot floating away from MacArthur, coming off the post. Dodds it was who came in on the rebound. The underside of the bar, back to Sturrock, and then blocked by Ali Brazil. Good play between Malpass and Milne. And even Milne's pace not quite enough. Well, you can see how difficult it can be for a player who takes a heavy fall in these very firm conditions. No grass at all at the point where Milne fell. And referee Colin White blows the whistle for half. So Hibs restart the match, and it'll be very interesting to see how United cope with the wind at their backs and have the feeling that their normal style of play will be better suited to playing against the wind. The way they play the ball up to their front players. So some adjustments will be required, I think, in both camps. And goals certainly very much the premium in the 6 matches so far. That free kick for Dundee United. Craig Patterson's challenging Davy Dodds. Now the teams have met 6 times before this, and in only one of these matches has either team managed to score more than once, and that was in the second replay in the Scottish Cup when United won 3-0 at Easter Road. But on every other occasion the teams have either failed to score or only managed 1 goal. So Patterson's clearance is picked up by Malpass. Now Brazil for Hibs. Good play by Murray, controlling it with his head and sending it deep into the Hibs half. There's Sturrock going in, and no penalty kick, says the referee. Well, Sturrock has certainly taken a knock. Now he certainly came into that situation very quickly indeed. The ball played forward by Murray, putting the Hibs defence under pressure. MacArthur came for it. Sturrock saw the chance to get to it just ahead of him. Well, there you go. Stark goes tumbling, and no penalty kick given. There's Rodier. That's a good turn, getting away from Neary. And from Murray. And still Rodier carries on, going past Malpass. And that is a great goal for Hibs. Scored by Turnbull, but created single-handed by Derek Rodier. And the Hibs players acknowledging that, immediately going to mob Rodier particularly, as well as Turnbull. Now just look at that again, carrying the ball from that deep position inside his own half, getting away from Neary initially, coming forward, sidestepping one tackle from Derek Murray, then going past Malpass, a very neat touch. Then a splendid cross to the head of Turnbull, and Hibs are in front. McLeod was backing into Malpass. Great header on by Dodds to Milne. Sturrock waiting in the middle. There's Bannon. And a golden opportunity goes a-begging for Dundee United. Well, another good build-up by United. Dodds and Milne combining on the right. Sturrock trying to find space for the cross. He was eventually too close to near post, but Bannon was there and he really might well have done better, although he was complaining that he was pushed. Turnbull playing it back to McLeod. Now Rodier. Hibs growing in confidence coming forward. Good play again from Rodier, but McAlpine in the right position for that shot. Now Murray. Going inside Ray. Looking for Davy Dodds. There's David Neary. And another superb build-up from Dundee United. Murray coming forward to Dodds, led back into the path of Neary. And the shot just missing the angle of post and crossbar. Ray using his strength going forward, but that's matched by Hegarty. Brazil's clearance returned by Malpass. Well, United players becoming very unhappy with the treatment on Paul Sturrock by Ali Brazil. The referee is content simply to give the free kick. But Brazil has committed a lot of fouls on Sturrock throughout the match. Played in by Bannon, away by Patterson. There's Kirkwood. And then almost sneaked it into post. Well, Kirkwood's always menacing from that range. The header coming out of the box from Craig Patterson, and you can see Kirkwood trying to measure that towards the far post. Here's Hegarty. Going past McLeod. Milne has come deep to make himself a target. Some faint appeals for a penalty kick as Milne falls over Shedler. Hegarty still in the box. Dodds out to Bannon. Must be this time. And the ball's in the side netting. Billy Kirkwood it was, racing him at the far post. Well, it's a better move. Hegarty's intrusion making a difference. Dodds it was who fed the ball out to Bannon. A good cross towards the far post, and the diving figure of Kirkwood once again denied. Yes, Sturrock. Kirkwood battling hard for the ball. There's Sturrock now. Well, what can you say about that? Sturrock again appeared to the goal at his mercy, going in very swiftly when Kirkwood did all the hard graft at the edge of the box. And again the ball stays out for United. The boot lifted very high by Patterson, and that's an indirect free kick given by the referee. You could see Hegarty pulling his face away as Patterson lifted his right boot. Now this could be United's last chance. Indirect free kick inside the box. Something of an angle there for any chance for the knock to the side in the shot. So we're into injury time now. What can you make of it? Bannon chipping it across. Played it out by Patterson, returned by Malpass. And MacArthur equal to the task. Well, Maurice Malpass, I'm sure, can't believe that. Taking it sweetly on the volley, the left foot, and MacArthur bringing up a great save.